What's up, guys? It's your girl Kelly. We're back again with another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. I would very much appreciate it. If you're not new, if you're a returning subscriber or listener, thank you for being a friend as always, and please interact with the channel as well. Like the video if you like it. Give us a comment. It really does help my channel out, and I very much appreciate it from each and every one of you guys that is here and that is watching. So let's jump into it, guys. Sorry, it's been a little while since my last upload. I have been busy, but we're back again with another edition of Weird News Weekly, and we're going to get right on into it, guys. We're going to start off with a song, as we always do. And, you know, I struggled this week because I found, like, a really hilarious song, but I was like, well, it's kind of inappropriate. Like, do I play it? Do I not play it? And I had another song, so my, my gut told me, don't play it at the very beginning. You might turn some people off, but, then I just had to go with my heart, and my heart said play it. So we're going to get right on into that, guys. I'm going to play both of the songs, and the first one, just a warning, like I said, it is a little bit inappropriate, not safe for work, if you will, but it's nothing too crazy. So let's watch that, guys. This is a dedication, an ode, if you will, to the great and the powerful Nancy Pelosi.
Wanna know who I would fuck? Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me. I'd take out her dentures, put them on the dresser, slide off her panties and proceed. I'd whip out her knock as fast as start, throw an uppercut like a boxing bag. I'd grab her by the nipples and I'd flip them up and down so they're flapping in the wind, and then I'd spin them all around and go brrr. Have you seen them titties? Every time I think of them things, I'm giddy. She's far from the itty bitty titty committee. Come on, man, she could start her own team in the big leagues. I think about them just to pass the day. Man, I bet those fuckers hang past the waist. If I laid on the ground with my head by your feet and she dropped them, they'd probably smack my face. Wanna know who I...
So yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's a little inappropriate, but it's Friday, okay? It's Friday, and look at them things. Them are some tig-old biddies. No one can deny you, Nancy. I mean, my God, put them away. You're indecent. You're on a public beach. Good Lord, them things are huge. Knocker City. Okay, so let's move on quickly before I embarrass myself. Okay, this was the other song we were contemplating, guys. Just as good, just as good, just as quality. So let's watch this one.
Did Jeffrey Epstein really die, or is he hiding in a cabin drinking imported wine? He and his friends did unspeakable crimes. Did Jeffrey Epstein really die? Or is he being protected by the FBI?
Is he? Is he being protected? Good question. Good question, Bungalow Jonathan. Thank you for your service, okay? So those are the two songs of the day, guys. Let me know which one you liked. Let me know... was the first one too... Was it in bad taste? I don't know. I tend to say no. Again, I went with my heart, okay? I let my heart do the talking in that circumstance. So, hope you guys enjoyed just as much as I did. Let's move on to our regularly scheduled program. And we're going to see what strength versus weakness really looks like, guys. Are you ready for this? Look at that. Look at that orange head. We love to see an orange man. It says, when America was strong. Wait, let me...
Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag.
Yes.
Bag, bitch, I just made a bag. Bag, bitch, I just made a bag.
Where am I?
Oh my God.
I'm right here.
I mean, what? What is this? Is that the blind? Was that the blind leading the blind?
Hey, folks, how are you?
Hello?
Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag. Bag,
Love
bitch, I just made a bag. Bag, bitch, I just made a bag.
I will forever love that part when that woman sticks out her hand for a handshake and Trump just like points at her. This idiot. The blind leading the blind.
Where am I?
Literally.
I'm right
My
here.
God. How amazing. So he was supposed to be leading this blind man out, and he didn't even know where the hell he was going. So another more competent man had to come and lead this blind man to where he was supposed to be. I mean, my God.
Turn around to your right. Hey, folks, how are you?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't really watch it again. It's too depressing. But that's just one example, guys. So, oh God. So, you guys, everyone was talking about what happened with the Titan submarine. There's a whole lot of sketchy shit going on with that. It appears that, like, our Navy knew about it for days and still allowed like the rescue efforts to go on. Well, I found this video that was kind of speaking on some of the parallels between this circumstance and the actual Titanic, and I thought this video is interesting, so let's give this a watch.
Years since the Titanic sank? Did you know when the Titanic sank, the United States was on the verge of a total financial reset? Did you know that the only 3 people who were in opposition to the creation of the Federal Reserve died when the Titanic sunk? And because they died and there was no one to fight the Rothschilds about creating the Federal Reserve, our current financial system was able to move forward and be put in place. Did you know that the CEO of OceanGate, his wife, is actually a direct descendant of one of those 3 men who opposed the Federal Reserve and died on the sinking of the Titanic? Did you know the Rothschilds are suspected to have been directly involved in the tragedy of the Titanic?
Oh, wow.
Did you know that David Rothschild is on the board of directors for OceanGate?
No way.
Did you know Shahzad Dawood is one of the richest men in Pakistan and is the vice chairman of a billion-dollar fertilizer company, as well as a member of the World Economic Forum, and also sits on the board of Prince Charles Charity Trust? Now, both he and his heir are dead, opening up his position to be filled by someone else.
Shut the front door.
You realize that all of this went down during the summer solstice, which is a big sacrifice season for elites who are in the occult?
Girl.
Do you think it's a coincidence that someone directly related to the Titanic conspiracy is on the submersible called the Titan that is going down to visit the Titanic 111 years after it sank? We're on the verge of yet another financial reset? If you do, I got some beachfront property in Arizona that I'd like to sell you.
Okay,
Give me a
girl.
call.
Okay, girl.
Did you know?
Okay, girl. Interesting. So what do y'all think, guys? Is it a conspiracy? I mean, that's fascinating, all the information she just laid out there, if true, you know. Very interesting. I firmly believe the Rothschilds were a very evil family and did a bunch of shady things to our country that have led us to the point where we're at now. Now, whether or not you believe that can be tied into the Titanic sinking and all of those conspiracies, that is totally up to you and your business if you believe that. And I respect your opinion, but I'm not going to get into that here because that is a little bit beyond my means. But what do y'all think about those parallels that she was drawing? I find things like that, when people find those different links and when they can make those connections, I find it to be fascinating, quite frankly. I mean, I'm not going to say whether or not I firmly believe it or not. I'd have to do some more research, but there is an inkling there, and there's something to be explored. So find it to be fascinating. So let's watch this, guys, from Clown World. Joe Biden being a fucking idiot once again, okay? He thought that the national anthem was being played, but it's just in his mind. Hello? Look at his hand, look at his hand, look at his hand. Watch it. Idiot. Got him. We already saw you, Joe! You're dumb. Oh my god. So he thought the national anthem was being played, but it was the Indian national anthem, okay? And he was the last to catch on, as usual. You know, Joe Biden for you, everyone. So, great. Let's show you guys a typical Biden supporter here being interviewed in the street. This is also known as a Trump hater, okay? Somebody with Trump derangement syndrome. And I want to show you guys what that person looks like and their typical line of thinking.
Election was tomorrow. Who would you vote for? Trump?
Well, not Trump.
Not Trump?
Not ever Trump.
Why?
I mean, I don't even think there's any reason why I should answer that.
Well,
Seriously.
do it. Answer it.
Can I have one reason? I'm just curious.
He has been a liar. He has been all about himself.
Oh, really?
Everything he's done, he's ruined this country.
Oh, really?
He's been a cancer, in my opinion,
say.
for this country.
Sir, sir? Does your husband have an opinion, ma'am? Or are you just do you just steamroll him the way that you try to steamroll any one of your opinions over any man by just being loud and obnoxious?
All the what? Do you ever watch the news or no?
If the election was tomorrow.
Yeah, typical CNN watcher there, guys. Just having an opinion or claiming to have one and then not actually being able to back it up with any substantive information or opinions is quite literally your typical Biden voter. So there you have it, guys. All right. This one pissed me off to no ends, guys. I'm going to play this whole clip, but I cannot, I cannot be accountable for any expletives that will fly out of my mouth after watching this clip with you all here. This really enraged me. That's all I'll say for now. Let's just watch this together, guys.
An appointment because I need to be checked, you know? I mean,
first of all, what's going on with your grill?
they got to use a fucking speculum. They've got to take a sample, that type of thing, check for tears, blah, 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 right? I mean, makes sense. And so what they had said to me is like, well, we don't do that here. And I'm like, but you're a gynecologist office. Why wouldn't you? Well, we don't treat trans patients. So you're discriminating against me is what you're telling me. You know? My female doctor in Toronto would have taken you in a heartbeat. Damn. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. I am pretty fucking pissed. You know, it's so hard to find a fucking, like, a gynecologist that can, like, even work with me.
You need to find a dentist.
You know, and I don't understand it. So, I don't know. I don't know. You know,
that's it. You don't fucking know, do you? You don't know what it is, where you need to be, what it is you should be doing. You don't know how to properly take care of your teeth in your mouth. You're so lost in every single sense of the word. It is unreal. This person wants to go see a gynecologist for their man-made castration tear that they have in their lower regions. Oh my god, I need to move on because, like, I will literally just go off into, like, a hate-filled tangent because this is outrageous to me. Men trying to infiltrate every single space that belongs to women. Gynecologists specialize in the care of women's anatomy, okay? It doesn't matter what you think you are. It doesn't even matter what you have had surgery to resemble. I don't care if you implant a uterus into your body. If science ever goes that far, in whatever twisted world, at whatever level of the matrix it is that we're living in right now, if science ever goes that far to where you are allowed to implant a uterus, I don't give a shit what you look like, okay? I don't care if you look like Blair White with a vagina that is, you know, gold embezzled. Like, I don't care. I don't care. You don't belong in a gynecologist office ever. It's ridiculous that this person is on this podcast genuinely concerned or upset with the fact that a gynecologist office refused them service. You're a man. You're obviously a pedophile. What is this background with these Care Bears and these plush animals everywhere? It looks like a little girl's bedroom. I mean, it's disgusting. What is this? What is all of this in the background? And then this man is sitting here with a smoker's voice and a grill that's more jacked up than... Okay, I need to move on because I'm going to get kicked off YouTube. Anyways, so just in case you were concerned or in case you were needing a reminder, okay? This is what a man's anatomy looks like, okay? This is what a trans woman's anatomy looks like. And this right here is what a woman's anatomy looks like. In case anyone needed a reminder, okay? Here it is, guys. Very simple. So, there we go. And in case you were concerned or you think that people are exaggerating, going too far, this is what the glossary of the LGBTQ, whatever, this is what they're alleging. This is what they're putting forward. Bonus hole is an alternative word for the vagina. It is important to check which words someone would prefer to use. So if I hear any person out there using the word bonus hole, I'm just going to disregard you as any sort of serious person, okay? I'm not going to even have another thought about it because there is no bonus hole. The bonus hole would be what I would argue you have done to your body by creating a wound from where your penis used to be. Okay? Maybe that's your bonus hole. No, we have vaginas. Women have vaginas, okay? So, another instance of a vagina caught on camera here, guys, okay? White guilt at its finest. Let's watch this together.
He was arrested and charged with simple assault and terroristic threats. Following his arrest, he was transported to the DeKalb County Jail.
Let's go to the squad car, please.
Okay. That way. Why is it happening? I'm being arrested?
Yes.
For what?
For what?
I'll be with you in just 1 second.
I just wanted to make some wrong.
But still, I will need for you to fill out a statement for him.
I don't want him arrested. I just want him to leave us alone.
I know, but he had a weapon on him, and it was terrorist threats.
Look at this pussy. Look at this. This is also what a vagina will look like, guys, in the wild, okay?
Brandishing is not a crime with a knife. Brandishing is only a crime for a gun.
Terrorist threats, though, sir.
Because he said die to me and had his knife out?
All that was done. The threats, everything.
He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry.
Let me get a statement.
If I thought you were going to arrest him, I wouldn't call. I just wanted to leave us alone.
I understand, but we still have a job to do.
Now he's gonna think I'm doing this because I'm white and he's black.
Hello?
Or he's homeless and I'm not. I don't want that.
But did he do what he did?
Yeah, but I don't want him thinking I did it because he's in whatever situation he's in. I just want him to leave us alone.
I doubt that. I'll be right back, okay?
Oh my god, what a pussy. So he would rather virtue signal to this homeless man wielding a knife at his family than protect his family. Okay? So, I mean, this is what we're up against, guys. This is the men of Western civilization. If you're doing this, please stop. Please find your balls and reattach them and understand that protecting your family is not race-based white guilt. I need to cry about it. Like, no. Your first instinct should be protect your family. If somebody is wielding a knife at them, yeah, you should probably take action and put some separation between that person and your family. Doesn't matter if they think that you're racist. Who cares at that point? Would you rather this homeless bum think that you're a racist than your family be dead or not? Maybe you would rather your family be dead than somebody portray you as a racist, you little cuckster of a man. Okay, guys. Let's move on to our Pride section. It is still June. It is the last day of June. Thank goodness for that. And let's see what our Pride Parade selection was for this week, guys. Per the thumbnail, we have this man in his underwear. I believe this is at, this is at the Minneapolis Pride Parade over the weekend. Let's see what they were up to over in Minneapolis. Like, disgusting! Why? Oh my god. So while this man is getting himself off, he's going to go home and jerk it to this later, okay? Being able to shove his balls in the faces of these young children, okay? And other parents are just clapping along. They're just laughing along. This is so great. Oh my god, this is a great Sunday morning, honey. Wait, this is such a great choice. Like, I'm so glad we brought our 8-year-old to come see this man's balls hanging in the face of our child. Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great parenting here. What is wrong with you people? Anyone who thinks this is a good choice, please put it down in the comments and tell me why, because I cannot see it. I don't care if these kids are laughing. They're probably horrified. They have no means to actually digest what it is that they're seeing and do it in a normal, healthy, and, you know, well-adjusted way. Like, this is sick exploitation of these kids. And I don't really care, honestly, what you say in the comments. I'm going to be honest with you. You have to, like, really come out with a bang-up argument for me to even consider it, because I have eyes, and I understand that I'm not okay with it, so why would an 8-year-old girl be okay with it? It's sick. And if they are okay with it, it's indoctrination, and they have been groomed to be okay with it, okay? It's never going to be okay. Something like this, okay? Naked penises on bikes in front of kids. There's a little girl right there, riding in the midst of all these fucking freaks. Look at this. Oh my god! I mean, what? Did I sign up for this? Just now, I just saw a penis, full frontal. Now I'm gonna have to edit my video, okay? This is disgusting. Oh my god. All these people should be arrested. Where are the police? Why is this okay? Why is pride inclusive to naked flashers, okay? If you, oh my god, this is so sick. I have no words. I have no productive words for this. It's sheer outrage for me. I mean, I cannot. Okay, I can't, because I'm gonna have to, I already have to edit this video because of all of this wieners all over my screen. It's disgusting. Look at this. There's a kid right here. This topless woman has a baby in her arms. What is going on? This is in New York City. Look at this. Oh my god. It's never the ones you want to see, right? It's only the fat asses with rolls with their tops off, okay? All of the, like, fit, young, healthy breasts are all covered. I wonder why. Yeah. Okay. Disgusting. Pride people are fucking gross. This video is not so gross. I found this to be fascinating, okay? What's going on in Russia? What's going on with Ukraine? There was almost this alleged coup over in Russia. Yeah. Believe what you want to believe out of the mainstream media. I would suggest you to do your own research, though, if you believe anything that CNN, MSNBC, or even Fox News has to say. But this woman here is actually making a great point, and, you know, you can call me a Putin shill all you want, if that's what you want to call me, but I'll be a Putin shill for an idea like this, especially when we saw videos over the weekend of young people in Russia who, there was not a fat person in sight, okay? Let's see what this woman has to say about Vladimir Putin's policies in just one instance here. Okay.
You know that Vladimir Putin, the Russian's president, he's passed a law that any Russian who grows or sells genetically modified foods is to be considered a terrorist. Whew. He's even giving land away to Russians who will grow food organically, non-GMO. You put his name and GMO in Google that and you'll read the spiel. He says, we Russians look across at the West, over-vaccinated, over-medicated, overfed, sitting in front of boxes every night in their lounge rooms, eating food that has no nutrients, he said, and we know it's weakening the West. Is he right? Yeah, 100%. Absolutely right. Yeah. Did you know that Vladimir Putin...
Fascinating. Fascinating. What do y'all think about that, guys? I think he's got a point, and I think we need to seriously reevaluate the way that our whole entire system is done, and the way that our government has been allowing our society and our population to be poisoned for decades. But nobody wants to talk about that, right? You know what else nobody wants to talk about is this right here. So, you know, nice little view here for the guys, for the men, at the very beginning of this video. I can only assume that a man is filming this, but what's important is what's going on in the background, guys, because this is an Italian island of Lampedusa, met with boats full of African invaders landing straight onto the beach. And you can see them in the background if you just, you know, divert your eyes from this beautiful woman here. So let's watch this video here. Look at the zoom. It's funny. But look at all these guys. Landed from that boat.
Na bomba grossa ali.
And all these people are just powerless to do anything at all. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So all of these men just get to enter this country illegally, this little Italian island. And God knows what their intentions are. God knows where they came from, what diseases they may be carrying. There's really nothing to be known. And you know, the left and the globalist elites will tell you it's none of your business. You just shut up and you allow it to happen to you. But I would love to know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. This person here, this is just a sad video overall, guys. Elliot Page, as she would have you call her, but this is more commonly known as Ellen Page, a woman who chopped her breasts off and is now trying to convince you, look at this face right here, how happy she is, okay, living as a man. So this interview is from a UK talk show called Lorraine about, you know, her book called Page Boy, okay, which look at the I would just say, look at the definition and the history of the word page boy, and that in and of itself is a rabbit hole that you may want to go down if you, you know, are interested in that kind of thing. I'm not going to get into it here because this is just touching on all of these subjects, but let's look at this video here of Ellen Page speaking on how happy she is. Yeah, obviously a face of pure joy here. Now living her life as a boy, as she would have you believe. Okay, we'll play a few minutes of this.
It's definitely been a journey to get to where I've needed to be to feel like I'm fully living my life for the first time.
That's what comes over loud and clear, that you're in a really good place.
Is that right,
I mean,
Lorraine?
it's been a tough old journey to get there, a tough time to get there. But you're in a good place now. I think it's a strange world that we live in now because people are much more accepting on one hand, but on the other hand, there is so much noise out there and so much toxicity against particularly trans people right now. And how do you deal with that on a, you know, on a personal level? How do you manage to deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's very true what you're saying, and it is interesting to be, you know, in a place in my life I could have never imagined. So much of my life I found it very difficult to see a future.
Yeah.
And I feel the most embodied and confident and present and creative. This would have been impossible before, to sit down, to have the space in my mind to be creative to this degree, to be comfortable enough to sit with myself, to even complete a task like this, like writing a book. So I feel so grateful for that. And then, of course, there's the backlash and that negative energy. And for me, it's really all about community and relying on my friends and my trans pals in the moments when
Trans pals.
Yeah.
You know, she keeps using that term, my trans pals. I think your trans pals are the ones who are ruining your whole entire life, okay? Look at Ellen Page before. Interviews, you know, videos of her before she went and did all of this herself, and look at her now. And you tell me which looks like a more healthy, confident, embodied individual. This person or the person that she was before she did all this irreversible, harmful damage to herself and is trying to sit up here in everyone's face and convince all of us how happy she is living this way. It's honestly very tragic and sad what's happened to her, and I feel sorry for Ellen Page. I do. So, y'all let me know, guys. This was a very epic self-owned moment out of the Senate the other day. There was an LGBT activist who was testifying, trying to make a point, and ended up owning themselves on an epic scale. So let's watch this.
How many female members of the NBA do you see?
Well, I can say that, there's been this news article about men that think that they could beat Serena Williams in tennis, right? That they think that they could actually score a point on her. And it's just not the case. She is stronger than that.
What's your experience, Ben? Male, female?
Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd ranked male tennis player, which they're phenoms for women.
I love it! Whenever she started going in about Serena Williams and whether or not she could be beat by a male, immediately I was tickled pink, because it was just, and I'm so glad that Riley Gaines was there to drive that point home, because it is true. And I can't believe that this LGBT activist did not know this, that both Serena and Venus lost to a ranked 203rd male tennis player. Like, years ago this happened. And Serena has come forward ever since, saying that she would never again play a ranked male tennis player because she lost so mercilessly to this 203rd, being the #1 women's tennis player. It paints the picture so beautifully, which is another reason why it's been so incredible to see how Serena nor Venus have come out against men playing in women's sports, when they know firsthand that men can beat them who are ranked very poorly in men's sports. Crossing over into women's sports, they can beat the #1 women. I mean, it's actually very easy, light work for men. So that was beautiful. That was epic to see her do a cell phone, and for Riley Gaines to be there to get her with the layup that she is. Okay. Okay, guys. So this next thing I want to show y'all is it's gone viral over the past week or so, so you might have already seen this, but it still felt the important need to show this to you guys. This is your typical scholar acting up at their graduation ceremony here, so let's get into this, guys.
Okay, let go. You didn't let me get my moment, so I want to say my name is Khadija Diallo, and I'm graduating today. I don't like how you snatched the mic out of my hand, so today is going to be all about me.
Oh, drop the mic.
What a trash human. And she tried to come on to TikTok or wherever and, explain herself. There's no explanation for this. I'm sorry. This moment will never be all about you. You are graduating within a class of many others. It's not about you. And people that do this are disgusting humans, okay? And they have no place in society, to be quite honest. I mean, there's my dog squeaking. Sorry, y'all. But, I mean, how gross. Like, how do you wrestle from an elderly woman at the microphone just to say that? Just to say what your name is? Like, and that you feel slighted? Gross. Grow up and get a grip on yourself, because people like this are now entering the real world, and we have to deal with them all. So, great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a whole lot. So, this is another... This is another example of people in this society, okay, that shouldn't maybe be in this society, but here we go. Here it is, guys. Here it is. Here it is right here. This is diversity, okay? Diversity is our greatest strength. Remember that. Okay. What? I mean, what? What? Okay. Wow. Okay. So, quite literally animals. Okay. I mean, what is this? Are these people retarded? It's gotta be retardation. There's gotta be something wrong with them, because I don't understand. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's see, your typical woman, okay, in America, and your typical cucked out boyfriend in America. And let's check in on the suburbs, guys.
Yes, you are.
I'm not even from here.
This guy's being a fucking weirdo.
She's following me around to the trash can.
No, I haven't. I've been
Recording me.
around.
I back in.
And of course I
minding my own business.
Fucking weirdo!
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Assault?
What?
You're a fucking weirdo.
Can you get your girlfriend? What is wrong with you, sir?
Okay, now I have to call the police.
You can go inside.
No, I'm sitting in my fucking stoop, buddy.
Fucking kill him.
No, it's okay.
What? You're gonna what?
Fucking kill him.
Hey,
She's gonna kill him?
what is going on?
I mean, is it drugs? Is it crack?
What is she doing?
She doesn't like you. She feels very harassed by
What is she
She feels harassed. Oh, okay.
doing?
I feel very harassed by you.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You got a freaking weapon?
What are you doing?
It's a fucking. She broke the thing.
You have a weapon?
No, bitch.
Oh my god, get your woman, girl.
Stop, for real. Come here.
Close the door, badass.
Look at her. Just gone straight psycho. What is this woman's problem?
Quit.
Yes, you are.
I'm not even from here.
Loner. This guy's being a fucking weirdo.
She's following.
Wow. I mean, are y'all okay out there? Is everyone doing okay? Because I think we should check in every now and then on our friends and see how they're doing. I'm worried about people like that. So, Airbnb owner gets attacked after he confronts teens throwing a party at his home. Okay, so we have more scholars here, guys. We have a few more scholars that have rented an Airbnb. This man has gone in to check on his property, and this is what happens when you do that.
Get your money! Get!
Damn!
Fuck you, bro. What did you want with us? What are you doing all this for? Get his money.
Get your money!
It's just the lack of respect for any person other than yours. They don't even have self-respect. That's what's crazy to me. There's not even self-respect here. I mean, what is the issue that causes people to act like this? Same thing with the last girl, too. It's not even about skin color at this point. There's something wrong with people in this country, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the drugs, if it's the food, if it's the chemicals, if it's what? The SSRIs? I don't understand what causes people to act like this, but it's disgusting, and it's part of our societal rot that is really causing a lot of the issues that we are now facing in this country. It's this behavior that really puts a pin in the American downfall. Okay, I mean, and it might seem dramatic or whatever. It might seem like a step too far, but I believe that this is a large part of it. It's people who have no common sense, who have no common decency, and who want to act like utter retards and fools. Retard is not even the right word, because yes, they're slow, obviously, but I think it's just they're so brain dead and they're so, drugged out that they really have no control over themselves. It's a lack of control, it's a lack of God, and it's alarming, really, the amount of people that want to act like this. So let's watch a few more videos of just your average everyday American.
Well, I said I wasn't violent. Y'all still put me on the stretcher. Y'all saw me get physical with anybody on the plane.
Girl,
was I physical with any of y'all?
Where's your
Why the fuck you got me recording, you ugly ass bitch?
Oh my god. Ma'am, just shut up.
Y'all saw me get physical with anybody on the plane.
You're physical right now. Your whole presence is physical, okay? And it's bothering me. So, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. So now let's check in with this loser here. This little Karen Jean-Pierre.
Oh yeah, the bitch.
She got utterly obliterated by the people in the press briefing room, and it was beautiful to see. We'll probably watch almost all 4 minutes of this. She could not escape the questions about Hunter Biden, and if you guys haven't seen all of the stuff going on about Hunter Biden, please don't get me started now, because I will really go the F off about that. And I don't think it's a very popular topic on my channel, so I don't want to keep doing videos about Joe Biden and about politics, but you know, sometimes I can't help myself. Sometimes I just get a little too worked up about these things. But this was a beautiful moment of Karen finally being held responsible in the press briefing room, and it's a beautiful thing to see. So let's watch this here, guys.
And secondly, the president invited his son Hunter to the state dinner last night. I'm wondering if you could take us into the thinking and decision-making of why the president decided to invite
I'm just not going to get into family discussion, personal family discussion. As you know, Hunter is his son. I'm just not going to get into it.
Let me ask you this. If Hunter Biden wasn't the president's son, would he have invited someone who had just reached a plea agreement with federal prosecutors 2 days earlier?
A couple of things. Again, that's his son. He's a family member. It is not uncommon for family members to attend events at the White House. You could look at past presidents. I'm sure you have.
Past
so that is
presidents
not
have
uncommon.
crackheads for
As it
sons.
relates to anything related to Hunter, I'm just not going to respond to it from here.
Can I follow up on that?
No, I just called in somebody. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Curly wouldn't answer James's question, though. Are you going to answer the question? I mean, not a reasonable question to ask, whether the President of the United States was involved, as this message seems to suggest, in some sort of a coercive conversation for business dealings by his son. Is that something, if he wasn't, then maybe you should tell us?
So here's the thing, and I appreciate the question. I believe my colleague at the White House Counsel has answered this question already, has dealt with this, has made it very clear. I just don't have anything to share outside of what my colleagues have shared, and so I would refer you to him and the DOJ. Just not going to comment from here.
Text message.
What I can tell you is I know that my colleague has dealt with this. He addressed this at the White House Counsel. I just don't have anything else to share. I just answered the question. I just answered the question.
No, you didn't. Yes or no, was the president involved in the shakedown?
Stephen, I just answered the question. It's not up to you how I answer the question. I just answered the question by telling you my colleagues at the White House Counsel has dealt with this, and I would refer you to them. Go ahead.
Can you just remind us what your colleague said from the White House Counsel so we have it?
I would refer you to them, and they will share their statement with all of you.
Your statements from that podium. You stated that the president stands by his comment from the 2020 campaign that he never once discussed his son's overseas business dealings with his son. And you stood at that podium and you reaffirmed that. Do you stand by your reaffirmation?
What I will say is nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, and I will leave it there. Anything else, I will refer you to the White House Counsel.
So this is not a change?
I just answered the question. You just asked me, does my statement change? I just told you nothing has changed. That's answering the question. Go ahead. Go ahead, Stephen. I'm calling on your colleague right now. Go ahead.
Thank you. To follow up on my colleague, is there anything that you can say with regard to this text message and what the president's son was alleging? Was the president there or not?
I would refer you to my colleagues at the White House Counsel. They have addressed this, and I would refer you to them. Go ahead.
Green, have you spoken to the president about this? Have you asked him whether he was there with his son on July 30th?
This is not a conversation that I've had with the president. Again, I would refer you to the White House Counsel.
Do you plan to have that conversation with the president?
No.
Did the president speak with the attorney general at all?
I cannot say if the president had a conversation with the attorney general.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Last night. What I can refer you to is the White House Counsel's office as it relates to the allegations. They've already addressed.
So apparently, guys, she doesn't want any questions. She wants to refer you all to the White House Counsel, okay? If you guys didn't catch it. But I love that they actually tag-teamed her ass and tried at least to hold her responsible on some level. But even though she will never, ever be held responsible because she's a little turd muffin, now we get to see crackhead Hunter Biden at the state dinner, schmoozing with the, wealthy, the elite. People are welcoming him with open arms. They're putting their arms around him and his date, like this fella here. I mean, whatever. Nothing to see here, guys. Your corruption allegations, Hunter Biden wipes his ass with them, okay? So, it doesn't matter to him. He doesn't answer to you, and neither does Joe Biden, okay? If you thought that your elected officials answer to you, well, you're silly, okay? And you should maybe get a life, because this is actually what's going on here. Hunter Biden can finish smoking his drywall and then put the crack pipe down, put the hookers down, pick up this high-class hooker, whatever, this prostitute for hire, I'm sure, and head on over to the White House dinner, allegedly, okay? So that's what's going on here, guys. Okay, last thing we'll get into today, guys, is this fella right here who is, you know, he's got innovation, okay? When they put the plastic covering over whatever it is that he's trying to steal here, he'll just start a fire, okay? With his blowtorch to still gain access to the product that he wants to steal. I mean, if you put to use your brain cells, however many there are left in your head, that you thought of this clownery, this buffoonery right here, if you put those to work at a real job, who knows where you'd be, sir? It's amazing. And all these people just standing around filming it. Does nobody carry a gun anywhere? Because that would be my first thought, okay, would be to get a weapon on this guy and get him on the ground. Put his face into the ground, okay? He's obviously not going to stop with the cameras. The cameras obviously aren't going to do anything. What is he even stealing? It's got to be medicine. It's got to be medicine. I'm not... I mean, what in the world? Did you get them all? Did you get them all? Okay, great. See you later. Oh, he's got to get more stuff. Okay, all right. He's not done shopping yet. Okay, are you done yet, sir? Wow. Wow. Okay, bye. What the fuck? What is this world coming to, guys? I would love to know. Y'all let me know in the comments, and I will leave y'all with this here, just to make everyone's day better. This is my dog, and y'all enjoy. And I will see you guys next time. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought of today's video. Please like the video if you liked it, and until next time, we'll see y'all later.
Let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up. They always let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby.
I would fuck Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me. I'd take out her dentures, put them on the dresser, slide off her panties and proceed. I'd whip out her knock as fast as start, throwing uppercuts like a boxing bag. I'd grab her by the nipples and I'd flip them up and down until they're flapping in the wind, and then I'd spin them all around and go brrr. Have you seen them titties? Every time I think of them things, I'm giddy. She's far from the itty bitty titty committee. Come on, man, she could start her own team in the big leagues. I think about them just to pass the day. Man, I bet those fuckers hang past her waist. If I laid on the ground with my head by her feet and she dropped them, they'd probably smack my face. Wanna know who I would fuck? Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me. I'd take out her dentures, put them on the dresser, slide off her panties and proceed. I'd whip out her knock as fast as start, throwing uppercuts like a boxing bag. I'd grab her by the nipples and I'd flip them up and down.